Hi everyone. Oh, I left the gate open. I better get that closed. I've been trying to straighten up some stuff. They were outside and I just let them in so we could do our video, and they're a little keyed up. Hi, stop it. Jeff's outside, I think, mowing. He's using a push mower. He likes to use a push mower when he feels like he needs some exercise. Or at least that's what he told me. Hey, Chloe, or what's your name? Reba, get down from there. But I think that it's probably something more. I think the riding mower probably broke down. So he is going to be out there a while if he's going to push mow. He wants to chop up all the leaves that have fallen, and they are everywhere. But it's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's bright and sunshiny, and these guys are going to spend a lot of time outside today. But I am not, so that's why I brought them in to do the video. They're still enjoying playing with their little bones. I think Mama Chloe's got a couple up here on the couch. Now, I like these new couch covers. They do go on easier than putting one of my quilts on, because you have to tuck it all in. But they don't stay very neat looking. So, I don't know. I'll probably get busy after I get some of my other crafts completed. Hi, Simon. I will probably start me a new couch quilt. It's kind of hard to do a patchwork one with kind of toned down colors. And it was just kind of bugging me to have so many colors all right there. So I wanted some kind of solid color. But I'll figure something out. I know there's better quality couch covers you can buy, but I don't want to spend a lot of money on it. It's kind of why I was making my own, because I don't have a whole lot of money invested in that, mostly out of scrap fabrics. But I would end up with a lot of colors, so I don't know. I'm getting better with sewing. Maybe I can figure out a patchwork that's all pretty much the same color. I don't know. But for now, we're just going to deal with a messier couch cover. I just straightened it up good before they came in, but as soon as they got on it, it gets messed up. But right now, I got a lot of things going. I'm still working on the other Boston Terrier quilt. I'm always doing some kind of diamond art, because I bought a bunch of diamond art, what I'm calling nursery type artwork, that when I get them done, I want to frame them and put them around in the dog room on the walls. And then I have two of these that are cross stitch, and I haven't cross stitched in years. It looks like that when you're working it, but when you're done, it'll look like that. And I have two that go together, so they'll go in frames to go in our dog room too. Just kind of a way to keep me busy while I'm waiting on babies, or I'm waiting on breeding, or I'm waiting on this and I'm waiting on that. Seems like we're always waiting around here. But the wait is always worth it. I can't wait. We're counting down the days. Today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 more days. Wednesday is the 5th, and that's her due date. And I don't know, the way she's looking, she's probably gonna pop on that day, if not before. We don't want it to be too much before, but we're pretty safe now. If she goes within the next couple of days, it would still be all right. So, but usually they say that they have to carry them, I don't remember if it's 62 days or 63 to the day. But I have never found that to be true. All my girls have always come, I think Delilah came like a good week early. And I know there's always, you have a lot of play on, you may breed today, but that doesn't mean she got pregnant today. it could take 5 days before she gets pregnant. So if you breed one time, you know, you figure from the day you bred, you count your days and set your first due date, but it could be within at least 5 days before the puppies do arrive. So I don't know, but I am prepared. We're ready, we're set up. I'll start taking her temperature today just to get a baseline, and I'll take it every day. I always write that. I do have a computer program. It's called Breeder Cloud Pro, and everything goes into it. And it lets me enter everything about my dogs, the day we breed. It lets me do my color panels so I can match stud to female the best way for the colors that we want. It lets me put all of my contact sales and expenses. It does a lot more than what I actually use it for, but I use it for everything that I do. But I also keep a handwritten book, and this dates back to, the first page in it dates back to 22, which would have been my 3rd litter ever. That's when I started keeping a book. So, and all that information is always in my computer, but I also keep it here, and I track their heat cycles, the day we bred, the day they'll be due, and then I'll show you on some of the past where I was tracking Delilah and Thor, and then when Delilah started giving birth, I record each baby, their weight, and the time they were born. At the time that that's happening, I do all that. So I keep that book. It's just, I will record the temperatures. When I start taking her temperature today, I'll write it down. And right now, I'll probably just take it once a day. But by Monday, I'll probably be taking it twice a day. And I'll be looking for any kind of a significant drop. Anything below 99, I think, puts you on baby watch. It might be 98. I'll have to look in my book. But whenever it drops to 98 or below, you can usually count babies within the next 24 hours are coming. So, but I also watch, you know, because they'll also want to start nesting. They may also not be so interested in eating, and mood changes, a lot of different things that go on. But mainly I use my main thing I use is watching the temperature. Some breeders say that's not reliable, but it's always worked for me. When I see it drop, I know. Now it can drop and then go back up, but if it does that, just keep checking it, because it's going to drop again. So that's, I learned a long time ago, if you start taking the temperature about a week before the due date, then you kind of know what's normal for that mama, and you'll know when the temperature drops. What are you doing, Reba? That girl has been ornery, just causing. Today she's good, but yesterday, every time I turned around, she was being just a little brat with those bones. She would get the one that everybody else wanted, and she would run with it and wouldn't let them have it. And they would all try to take it away from her. And that's my favorite game, to watch them play. I love watching them play keep away. That's what I call it anyway. That is just, they're so hilarious. The one that is that actually has whatever the prize is. And with her 2 blue eyes, I think that's why I enjoyed it so much, because she just looked like a little goblin. Look at you, you little blue-eyed girl. You're a blue-eyed girl. Yes, you are. Look up here. Hey, I'm talking to you. I'll get that bone if I want it. I will. You want that bone? You can have it. You can have it. Her blue eyes, they just amaze me. So that's why I named her Reba. which also, and this is her name, her full name is Reba, Captivating Beauty. And that is what Reba means, or Rebecca, Captivating Beauty. So her full name, her full registered name is Reba, Captivating Beauty. And those blue eyes just set her off to me. But anyway, I don't really have a lot to tell, just I'm so excited, and I'm having to stay busy because when I get excited, I'm like the dogs, I have to do something to spend that energy. So I'll probably sit in here and work on cross stitch today while Jeff's outside doing yard cleanup and fix up stuff, and try to keep myself occupied because I'm just so excited. I can't stand it. I want to see these babies. I know they're going to be gorgeous. Chloe and Thor had one litter in last spring, was it? And they were gorgeous. They only had 4 babies, but they were 4 different colors, 2 males, 2 females, and they were just a spectacular litter. Thor has his champion certificate. I think he has a couple of them now. Thor is not my stud. He belongs to a friend of mine. And there goes my husband's phone. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn that off. He tries to keep it on silent, but he forgot. But anyway, Thor is an amazing little blue fawn stud. I think he's about 3 years old or 4 years old now. And he is just all muscle. He weighs 14 pounds, and we just love him to pieces. His mama has implied that if she ever was looking to rehome him, she thought he would fit well here, and so do I. But I'm kind of always trying to keep my numbers within, limits, because I can only take care of so many. But Thor, I would like to squeeze him right in. and not necessarily as for my stud, but just for part of our pack, part of our family. He's such a sweetheart. He's a good little boy, and he fits in well with our pack. And when we get to use him for our stud services, he just packs a little bag and comes and stays with us until it's time for him to go back home. But he is a good little stud, and he makes beautiful babies. And him and Chloe had 4 gorgeous babies. So that's part of why I'm so excited. I just can't wait to see what they did this time. Chloe carries a lot of colors, as you can imagine, with that rich chocolate brindle look that she is. And she also carries blue and fawn and mask. I don't know what else. I'd have to look at her panel. And then mixed with, oh, look at you two. You're not going to fuss over that one bone, are you? And Simon's just going to let you have it, Chloe. But anyway, I'm excited. So, in case you can't tell. See why I love those bones? I love them for a while, but then it'll come time I'll start picking them up and throwing them away because I'm not wanting them around the floor anymore. But they will last forever. They never chew them out or chew them up. So they'll get to play with them a few more days, and then I'll throw them away and probably give them a fresh one. Every once a week or so is usually when I give it to them. But then I'll get off on to something else that I like my bark box treats and things, and different toys that we will get. I'll get on a kick. I started with the beef bones. That was my first real treat or bone or chew thing that I was really, really big on, and I'm still big on it. It's just done well for us for years. And it's so cheap. You can get, I always order $20 worth. So however many, whatever the price per pound, I don't really know. But when I go in and ask the butcher to cut them for me, I ask him to give me $20 worth, and that's usually one big package that I put in the freezer, and it'll last for months around here. If I'm giving them to him once a week. Sometimes, like last time, I ended up with 5 of them in my freezer, and I didn't give any of them the bones for a couple of years. We were doing other toys and chew stuff. I still like the what are they, the cow hooves and the duck's feet, but the little store that I know and love and trust where I was getting those is now going out of business. So, and I don't know, sometimes I do order a lot of stuff online, but sometimes I don't want to order some things online because I'm afraid, you know, there's so much false advertisement, you know, they say one thing but you get something else. So I like to see and touch and pick out what I'm getting, or just make do with what we have. And we have a lot right now, y'all. With our balls that Miss Lynn sent to us, and different toys that we still have left from BarkBox, and I still order toys off of Amazon. Toys that I know and have had and can recommend. And then our beds that Miss Susie sent us. We have a lot. They have more than enough to keep them occupied. And if you go outside, there's a world of stuff out there too. I would like maybe next year to start investing into some of the, I don't even remember what you call it now. I'd like to give them a teeter-totter, and maybe one of those hoops you jump through, and maybe a tunnel. I don't know if they would do well with those types of agility toys, I think is what they called her, agility equipment. Just some stuff that they can be interactive with without, like the balls, they get pretty possessive over those. We do like the tether ball, and we like the herding balls, but I don't know. We're just not having a lot of success at everybody getting to play with them, because usually 1 or 2 will become so obsessed nobody else gets to play. So maybe some more freestanding type of entertaining ways to get them their exercise would be less for them to be possessive over. I don't like anything that gets my dogs on the aggressive side, because we work real hard not to have any kind of aggression, and we don't have it. It starts with good temperament when I buy a dog, and then it also takes good environment to keep a good temperament. So we work on that. I let them, you know, have their natural little mood swings. All of them will get a little growly sometimes, but that's not an issue. And they spend more time loving on each other and playing with each other and just respecting each other. And that's kind of like people. You got people that are just nasty people by nature, which I've had to deal with more than just a few of those. But then you got people that just work hard to be respectful, you know. And my dogs, they respect each other. And we make sure they do. If I left them to themselves, they might not be so respectful, but a fly swatter helps sometimes. But we don't ever have any issues like that, so I'm glad. And I'm glad that I learned a little bit about breeding for temperament, because it really is important, especially if you're going to have multiple dogs. When I was growing up, I grew up in a salvage yard in Tulsa. My daddy owned a big salvage yard, and we had salvage yard type dogs, you know, big chows, big shepherds. I don't think we ever had a Doberman, but those were not so very well dogs with good temperaments. Those were dogs that would, you knew you better not turn your back on. But they were that way for a reason, because that's what they were there for, was to guard the salvage yard. But Boston Terriers, there's no reason for them to have bad temperaments. If you breed them well and you start with well-bred puppies, you won't have those type of problems. But anyway, I'm just rambling now. I'm going to get off of here. I always try to find something that I can share that I've experienced or know just a little bit about. I'm not an expert at all, so all I ever can share is just my own personal experience. But and I hope that that helps. And I love to hear you guys in your comments, your experiences. So feel free to share, and that just always helps. I like to watch other videos myself. I love the Love My Pups with James Chopping. His videos help me a lot as a breeder. But I mean, it's all about Frenchies, but it's also all about breeding. And it applies across the board. So I like his style. He's very informal, and he shares his experience, and he likes the open discussion. I like all that kind of stuff too. So it's probably why I follow him and listen to him, because I find that a good way to improve and make our programs better when we learn from others. So anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I think I'm going to herd them all back outside and just sit down and work on my cross stitch for a little while. So, I think Dad might be coming in. We'll wait and say hi to him. I'm pretty sure he is. Yep, here he comes. You can come in. We were just fixing to end the video, so you made perfect timing to get included here. I told everybody you were outside mowing with the push mower because you was wanting exercise, but I honestly believe that it's probably more about the riding mower, being broke down?
Yeah, I'm trying to work on it now.
I thought so. He tells me he just wants to exercise. That's why he's using the push mower, but I know him better than that.
I couldn't see it, all the leaves.
So now what's wrong with the push mower?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
The yard's clean.
Oh, you're done. Okay. So he's gone over the backyard. I thought I saw you out front.
I'm taking a rest.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, guys, so we're going to get off of here and just enjoy our day. And I'll keep you updated. You know what to do. If you want one of Chloe's puppies, please get your applications in so we can chat. You can get that application at bogansbostons.com. Fill it out and send it back to me. Her puppies are $1,500. There's a $500 deposit, and deposit gets the first deposits in get first picks. So
you're a rotten boy. You're a rotten girl too. You're a rotten girl.
That will be our last litter for this year. Also, we won't have any more babies until our next breeding season, which I'm hoping will be in January with Reba and Simon, and they'll be all black and white. So if you want a puppy of color from us, from Bogan's Bostons, now's the time to be considering it, Maggie.
Your guys are rotten.
They are. They're spoiled. Just as they should be. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day. We're out of here.